What's up, Mindful Reality family? It's your boy Mark here, and I'm just here to talk a little bit about the Challenge All Stars 4 and why I don't typically engage with too much of the social media. I think in the last couple of months, I have tried to check out whatever is happening on Instagram, check out whatever is happening on Twitter, check out whatever is happening in various Facebook groups. But that is mostly for the sake of my content because honestly, I could go through and watch a whole season of a show and probably enjoy it more without the fans. I am interested, however, when I see different podcasts or I see like a little bit more context behind something that was shown on the produced show, or maybe I'm just curious about how a competition went, or there's like a snippet of an argument and I'm curious about if it went longer or what was said. Those kind of things do interest me. The fan debates is just like sports, is just like politics, is just like a lot of different things. And I'm going to explain how. Week 1 and 2 was all right. Let's talk about how terrible of a person that we feel Ayana is. I mean, obviously, y'all know my stance. I was never pro that group that felt that, but that's what a lot of the fandom was doing. Then it was like, let's attack Cam. And then in the last couple of weeks, it's like you're either pro or anti Kara. And here's what I will say about that. I definitely have my favorites. I have people that I like more than others, especially on a show like The Challenge, where people come back for so many years. So I'm sitting here like, Kara is about my age, and she's like a year older than me, I think. And I've been seeing her on TV for 2 decades. And, a lot of these people I've been following for years, either liked them for years or didn't like them for years. And occasionally that changes. Somebody becomes more endearing when they come back. There's a few people like that. Like, for instance, Devin. Um, I didn't like Devin at all when he first came on the challenge. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Devin became somebody that I liked over time. Johnny Bananas, believe it or not, still not my favorite, but he became somebody that I started to like over time. Laura was somebody who I was starting to like before this season came out of All Stars. Uh, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's kind of what I think about her now. But anyways, that's not the purpose of what I was saying with this live. So the fandom is like going through this war right now where you have to be pro Kara or pro Laurel, Nicole, and Cam. And I find that to be strange in my view because I'm a fan of the show. Like I said, there's people that I have a preference for sure. And there's people that I don't like for sure. But really, for me, I've been pretty neutral on Nicole up until recently. I didn't really care too much for or against. Um, I like Kara, but it's not like if Kara was doing something that I thought was egregious, I wouldn't say that because that's kind of how I am. I call it down the middle. I would be like, I love Kara. However, I didn't think she was right in this instance. The same thing that I would do for like a friend, a family member. That's the same way that I would treat that. But most fans, I shouldn't say most fans, but I'll say the most active fans on social media, the majority of them are typically those hardcore pick a side people that are more for the person than they are for the actual show. And that's kind of the era that we're in too, because I know that people always had fans, but the fan bases for the individuals, like you go on those shows now and you become a brand. So becoming that brand means that there will be people who feel like you walk on water and feel like you do no wrong, and they will jump on and attack whoever opposes you in any type of a way. So it makes debates more difficult, because I always say this: I'm not against somebody having an opposing side or an opposing view to what I think, because hey, I'm not always right. A lot of this stuff is subjective. Something that one person might do, I might feel really annoyed by it, and somebody I like more, I wouldn't feel so annoyed by it, or I might not feel annoyed at all. Or I might not be viewing something a certain way, and somebody gives me another perspective, and I see something that I didn't see prior. But when you get to these people who are just like, I hate Kara, or I hate Laurel, or I hate Cam, or I hate this one. Now you're not even really debating about what happened on the show and looking at whatever incident objectively and being like, okay, this part was right, or this part was wrong, or this person was right, or this person is wrong. It's more like this person is always wrong because I don't like them, and this person is always right because I do like them. So it has gotten really annoying for me following X and following Instagram and following Instagram lives and TikToks and stuff. I really enjoy watching the show at its purest form, where I can just digest the actual show and let the show be the show. I don't really like diving into people's personal problems and then the off-season stuff, and then somebody will say, oh, you don't know, um January 17, 2022, this person said this at this function, and then this person did this and that. Like, a couple of context items, that's cool, but I'm not going to be that invested in a life that has nothing to do with me. The only people that you have ever heard me adamantly talk about on my page are people that I have personally developed my own relationship with. And even then, it's not like context things that I know that I could say. I would never do that just because it's personal. So I'm not going to share those things. But the whole point is, it's been hard for this season, this season of All Stars, because these are all people that have been so many years on these shows. So it's not like they just met each other the other day, or the Laurel and Kara relationship is so long. It spans so long, a couple of decades. We don't really think about that because there is a big gap between them being on TV together. It's been a long time. So, and then the other strange part is when I think about their timeline, and I'm thinking about the fact that Nicole, I don't remember if Nicole was there, but I know that Kara and Laurel were both mercenaries on season 39 of the flagship show, and they were both at their reunion, and they didn't seem to be having an issue at that point in time. So that's a little odd, but that's my 2 cents. Let me know what y'all think. Do you enjoy fan forums and fan pages and the X and the social media aspects of watching these shows? Do you not enjoy it? Are you neutral? How much do you indulge in those things? Do you get in these debates? Drop a comment. And also, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Thank y'all.